Thank you. Thanks to, okay. Yes, first of all, we want to thank you, Jacopo Chiesa, to invite us for the 50 years birthday of the GREC. We are very glad and pleased to be here for this birthday. The GREC is a place that produces first short movies since 50 years. And we still produce them now. We produced 20 short movies per year. And since the beginning, there was around 1,200 first short movies that has been produced by this place. And this place was, when it was created by Jean Rouch, with the filmmaker, Jean Rouch, and two producers, it was in 1969. And the purpose of the place was to give freedom and to allow young people to make their first movies as they want it to be, without commercial obligation, and just to try a form, to try to do what they want to try for the first time. So it was in '69, and still now we try to continue this way of producing movies. It's not so easy now because commercial obligations are more important than it was in '69. But still we give time and we give money to young filmmakers to make their first short movies. And we support them from the beginning to the end. I mean, from the script to the diffusion of the movie. We are following them, we are with them at every step of the movie. Of the film. Marcello will explain you better every step we are going through with them. But I think the important thing is really to know that this place wants to search things and to allow people to do that. We choose projects on script and on shot images. It's another commission which is called GREC Rush. It means that we asked to send 5 or 7 minutes of rushes, and then we choose the project and we follow them to the end of the movie, of the film. And every committee are with professional people, and we accompany with these committees around 12 films per year, and the other films are made with other way of producing them, with residency, for example, or with accompanying with television. I will give him. We have asked for the 50th birthday of the GREC, we asked some of our filmmakers to tell us things about their experiences in the GREC, in this place. So we'll show you the sentences they send us and the little frames they send us to speak about their experiences in this place. But first of all, Marcello will tell you how the films are produced in our place.
As Anne said, as just said, our way of producing is a particular one. As she says, a group of professionals accompany the main structure, and these people are free of understanding and choice. They choose the movie that is elected to be shot, and then the movie comes into production soon after. We are going to show you a promo reel that we've just made for the 50th anniversary. It's a movie from the sound taken in 1972. You will listen to the sound, which goes to a Antoraval movie made in 1972, and the director of the promo reel decided to choose 80 beginning of these first movies.
En place. Personne ne bouge. J'ai une ombre de perche en bord cave. Bon, on le fait ce plan, oui ou non? Quand vous voulez. Prêt. Silence complet. Moteur.
Yes. A few words maybe on the way we are used to produce these movies. The important thing for us is to support the filmmaker from the very beginning. As Anne said, you can try or have the GREC buy a script. As soon as it's elected or chosen, we start accompanying the movie from its rewriting. Then the preparation of the movie comes inside immediately. The important thing for us is to render the movie in a 1 year space or time. The important thing for us, which is a peculiarity in the GREC as well, it is that the important to allow the filmmaker to pass to a second film. That's the reason why, even if the movie doesn't have all the production prerequisite, we try to render it easier in order to be shot in a short time. This is a frame of the branches or activities the GREC can actually follow. You will see there are workshops in writing. You have the main movies, as we said, on script, on shot images from 5 to 7 minutes, and other ways of producing ones, which are related to festivals, like the Festival de Grenoble, for instance, or the National Museum of History and Immigration, where the filmmaker has a residence for a year and in the end has to shoot a movie. It's important for us that the filmmaker gets insight into the production. In other words, he doesn't come and is immediately produced unless he takes care and follows the production. Each step, aesthetical step or grammatical one that the filmmaker would like to realize has to have a concrete making by the filming. So at the production house, we wish and help him to build and construct the budget. We then get to the preparation through the casting, through the choice of actors, and then the shooting moment comes in, and soon after we start post-production. Dis-moi. Oui. Oui, on va pas. Yes, it's too small to allow you to see some names of the people that actually in filmmakers passed through the GREC. A main aspect of the GREC is that we couldn't make movies unless a whole group of people around the GREC could be able to help its making, which means the technical industry and the partnerships we can build with them. They know the GREC has been there for 50 years, and they know that it's a chance for them to introduce a new young filmmaker in order to allow him to start another movie soon after. In other words, when I say a group of people, it means that not only people from the profession who choose these fields, but people from the profession in the technical aspect follow and support the GREC, which means, as I said, the technical part up to the distribution. As we say, our way of making these movies starts from the script up to the diffusion, to the distribution. Distribution is a difficult aspect for the very being that since the arrival of video and numerical means, too many or a great mass of movies go to or enter film selections. And the fact that young filmmakers who do not have the impact of a well-known production house may attire them or appeal them so much. Since it's the 50th birthday, we, in collaboration with the Agence du Court-Métrage, which is the French national agency of short film distribution. They also have a publication, and we decided to ask some filmmakers that came out from the GREC to, yes, think and imagine where nowadays, in 2019, the GREC is. And see, here I'll try to translate some of their insights. This is, before we get to there, you will see some stills taken from recent movies. As Anne said, around 20 movies per year are produced. This is an image from Dar by Anne Cissé. She's one of the filmmakers you are going to see when she makes a self-portrait of herself, speaking what is for her experiencing the GREC, or going through the GREC, or being supported by the GREC. And that's what she says. Well, French-speaking people will. The GREC is in the area of every possible. A window of freedom and truth that actually cleans places where one can hide. You put yourself naked, and then you are revealed. GREC is the place where GREC is the place of cinema and filmmakers, a precious place where you can find only and only the seventh art. This is a still of a Clément Cogitor movie. Clément Cogitor is rather known and is starting to be known internationally since he's a, we say, plastician or a plastic art artist. He sweeps from different mediums and forms of expression, from audiovisual up to recently to opera.
Just because I want to say that we mixed a different sort of art in GREC, and this is a sort of tradition that we made collection with artists like Clément Cogitor. So it's not only filmmakers, from cinema, but from plastic art too. We made collection with this kind of people, so we mix the way of making movies and different aesthetic mode.
Yes, again, trying to explain what the GREC is or fulfilling the blanks we haven't fulfilled yet. GREC is a place, very likely, where people are welcomed to make their first short movie. Here's his phrase. GREC is where researches, experimentation, and discovery risk desire, surprise, energy, and more if you have, and more if affinities. Another young film director who is at his 5th long feature film is Damien Manivelle. This is one of the movies we've done with him. And his phrase is, "Where's the GREC?" And he answers, "There, where you can doubt, where you can make mistakes, amend yourself, believe in things, even without, even insane, and perceive them." That's Mali Haroun. She's having nowadays an exhibition at the Museum of Modern Art in Paris. The GREC voyages among the lines, among the worlds. GREC is in the unknown, in the small spaces, in experiences. Again, it's in the movement, it's alive. Bass by Félix Imbert was chosen among the 10 short feature films de la quinzaine de réalisateurs, or the fortnight in Cannes, to represent short films. His movie is named Bass. It's a movie you are going to see in our projection tomorrow, screening. GREC is where my desire of young filmmaker has been listened to, respected, and supported. I'll be thankful to them forever. And now the self-portraits we promised you, they are in English.
I sent my project to the GREC 2 years ago, knowing that they were working free of commercial expectations, so it's a place where you can explore your own way of telling a story and your own visual grammar. What is cool is that they've been producing film for 50 years. I knew the previous work they produced, and the people who have been through the process of making a first short film with them volunteer to help the newcomers, so that creates kind of a web or a family of artists. When you start a project with them, you know you're going to finish it and it's going to be screened, so it helps a lot gathering a team of young professional. And they get you involved in the material reality of making it, beside the beauty of the idea of making a film. That means you're involved in the budget, you know how the money is spent, you submit your film to a festival, and that's a lot of work. But you get a lot of advices on the way. never alone. The exchange was really consistent and accurate. They put a lot of effort on the precision of your choice, what you choose these words, the frame, why this cut. So you always tighten the meaning of the story you want to convey, and so a short stays short.
Hello, I am Ana Maria Gomez. I'm a director and I met Le GREC for the production of my movie, Antonio Lindo Antonio. Our collaboration was very fruitful since the film had a great career in festivals. What moved me most about the exchange I had with Le GREC, and which I still have, in fact, is their ability to bet, to take risks. In the case of my film, for example, they allowed me to make my film without any kind of compromise. I work in the spirit of freedom, of research, and with the strength, you know, the strength that gives confidence, because I knew I was supported by passionate people. I've seen them working on other projects, and I can say that their artistic and human commitment is invaluable. I would have loved to make another movie with them, but it is impossible because we are just allowed to make one. So that's it. And well, I just want to say that I'm very grateful to them for supporting my film and supporting my work today. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Diane Sarah Bousgarou, and I directed the short fiction film called The Last One in 2013. It was a very important moment for my young career, as I had the opportunity to be able to direct the film, but also as you are a co-producer of the film, you go through all the stages of production. You go through the budget, you go through post-production, everything that you need to know about how to make a film. You're going to be given the opportunity to learn throughout this year. And once you put your foot in the GREC house, you also enter a group, like a family or a group of cinema and art lovers, and it is a very rare opportunity that is given to you to have the budget and the people to support you while you try to explore your intuitions, while you try to take a risk and to create something, being free to do so. And it is rare because you'll see after in your career that a lot of time you have to fight to take the risk, to have something that is polished by all the commissions and all that. And it is a very great chance for us as French film directors to do so. And I hope that there must be some other places throughout the world that give that opportunity to young filmmakers.
Hello, my name is Anne and I'm the director of DAR produced by Le GREC in 2016. Before making this movie, which was my very first movie, I was traveling the world, working in the communication field, and I really wanted to try to be a movie director, but I didn't know if it was for me, if I was legitimate, if I was young enough to do it. And I discovered the GREC, and the GREC gave me this unique opportunity to try to be a director. And it's something that none other organization was enabling me to do. In fact, this opportunity was more than that, because now I am a director and a screenwriter. I love doing it. I love directing comedians. I love being on a set. I love being on an editing room. And without the GREC, I would have never been doing that. So I wanted to thank the GREC for this. And I encourage any one of you to apply if you have the opportunity to Le GREC and shoot your very first movie with them.
Bienvenue chez Deliveroo. Nous allons prendre votre appel dans un instant. Merci de rester en ligne.
Oui, allô?
Allô, oui bonjour, vous êtes bien Nader Ayash?
Attendez, je vous entends très mal.
Ah.
Je suis sur mon vélo. Juste un instant, je m'arrête.
Ouais.
Oui, allô?
Oui bonjour, vous êtes bien Nader Ayash?
Oui, bonjour madame.
Oui bonjour, je vous appelle du GREC.
Tu sais, j'ai cru que c'était Deliveroo qui était en train de m'appeler pour me demander pourquoi j'étais en retard pour la course ou...
Je vous appelle du GREC pour vous dire les résultats de la commission GREC Rush où vous avez postulé avec votre film La guerre des centimes.
Oui.
Et bien c'était pour vous dire que le jury a retenu votre projet et donc on vous accorde le soutien du GREC pour ce film-là. Et donc vous allez avoir le soutien de la commission GREC Rush pour ce film-là.
Je me souviendrai toujours de ce jour où le grec m'a rappelé. À cet instant, je me suis dit que le film était dans le bon wagon, sur la bonne voie. Au 14 rue Alexandre Parodi, on t'ouvre une porte, on te sert un bon café et on te donne la parole. On discute, on développe, on doute et on pleure, puis on rit, puis on rit. Et c'est ça la vie. On rêve, on rêve. On rêve, on imagine, on se perd, pour mieux se retrouver, et on crie. Au grec, on t'accompagne jusqu'au bout. Depuis la salle de montage à la salle de projection. Il faut continuer, ça c'est sûr. Oui. En passant par tous ces petits détails dont tu as besoin. Et on crie, puis on crée, et ça reste ancré à l'intérieur de nous, et on se dit. Je me souviendrai toujours de ce jour où le grec m'a rappelé.
It was the last one, but just to tell you, this movie of Nader Ayash has began his life, as we said, in festival, and has been selected in many festivals, and today is in Belfort for a screening, and he was in Mediapart, and he was in many places, so we are very glad for him that his first movie is seen by many people, because it's the purpose of this place too, to make the movies and to make them be seen by much people as we can. So in the distribution, we put film, we send film in festivals, but we also have accord with platform. So they are on, for example, on Mubi platform, on Tank platform, and we try also to make screenings in salle de cinéma. In cinema theaters, so film can be seen as much as possible.
Yes, the idea again is to help people making their first movie. The GREC is a place of enthusiasm, passion, and desire. People come in, we made an experience with them for 1 year, more or less, and then they go outside to the world and try to make another movie. That's why it's passionate at the same time, passion that flows in and out. So we can show you another short video of the movie you could see in our screening of tomorrow at 12:30 here.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
J'ai eu un anévrisme cérébral chez moi. C'est la première fois.
Tu pètes ta clope? J'en ai pas. Je les fume même si tu veux. Vas-y, je suis chaud. On partage? Oh, y a ta daronne. Putain, fais chier.
Again, the word risky has been used along the small talk. And the thing is simple, that since people, filmmakers, come there for their first movie, that's where the place where they risk the most of them, since they have never tried. And that's the most and the riskiest place. And that's at the same time the most the freest place for them to express in which they believe. Again, expression for them is most important than immediate success. We just invite you to come and see a part of our production in a 1 hour and a half screening of tomorrow, 12:30. If anyone in the room has a question, is welcome.
So no question. And you can find everything on our website if you want details of our appel à projet and everything. And just we can tell that for our 50 years, we hope to continue a long time and 50 years more. That this place, because we are in part supported by CNC, which is in France the Centre National du Cinéma, and we hope they will continue to help us as they has been helped the GREC since 1969. So I think that's what we can say and our hope for the next years to come. And just to add something, for our 50 years, we made 3 more films, short films, of course, just for this birthday. One is we asked some of the filmmakers of GREC to propose a project, and there was 3 lines of this project. There was 1969, 2019, and 2069. So we have 3 movies on these 3 dates. So we will be able to see them in festival, we hope, for the next year. Thank you very much.